Hello, hello, welcome in. Sorry, give me one moment to finish properly setting up if I can remember what I was trying to do. New tab. Pop open chat real quick, just for anyone who pops in. You're good, you're good. Get you out of there, get you up there, perfect. All right. Last whatever day it was, Wednesday. No, not Wednesday, Saturday. Yeah, last Saturday we started this game, just as a quick recap. Where are my notes here? Yeah, on Saturday we started this game. Takes place about 6 months after second chapter. Control and Kevin. We discover... Well, Tita's mom discovers an artifact below where the Liber Arc fell. And we are sent to take a look at it, but it pulls us into this weird, I don't know, I guess pocket dimension? I don't know if that's technically correct, but for the time being, it's at least close enough. Alongside Rias, none right behind us, who is assigned to our mission as well. And then shortly after, Tita's pulled in. And this moon door took like 48 minutes to do. Oh, there's a part 2. Alright, let's get it over with. Let's start part 2. Well, start recording, then start part 2. Oh, hang on. I don't know why I stopped that recording. I was going to start the recording anytime anyways. Well, we have to return to that later. So, continuing on. Just how long does this place go on for? It's so strange, too. Shadow Towers were weird enough, but even they made a lot more sense than this does. Something wrong, Reese? I might have called her Rias earlier. I meant to say Reese. Did you go all quiet for? Well, I was just wondering what that is. Or what is? You know, that big airship? What? What's the Arsail doing here? You recognize this ship? Uh-huh. It belongs to the royal family of Liberl. We used it to get on top of that floating city. Interesting. Do you have any idea how something like that could possibly have ended up here? Maybe it was sent here the same way we were. I don't think we'll get anywhere speculating. Could have come in our way, could have come in some other way. We just don't know. Best thing for us to do now is see what the guys inside have to say. And who might the guys inside be?
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in
Bonus death. Pretty sure that's what that said. Huh. It's like that monument in the area we started in. But it's not glowing like that one is. The one in the garden had no glow in the beginning either. Kevin, do you want to give it a try? I was just thinking the same thing. Ooh. Suspected as much. When we activated the first monument, it said, "Release my brethren." I guess now we know what it meant. Then do you think this monument might have the same power as the other one? Most likely. It should come in handy at least. The cube to restore their power. Yeah, I assume... Yeah, that I can buy a Tito weapon. How much money do I have? 3,300. We have enough. Prevents sleep and prevents mute. That's $1,000 dues. It's a lot of dollary dues. Extra 100 attack, don't mind if I do. Shouldn't it be an extra 103 attack? Whatever. I don't have any extra quartz. Can I upgrade quartz? Or can I make quartz? Not really. Here, we'll make a move one. White. We'll make a move one for Reese, just so... She's a melee character, she'll have difficulties getting around. Where did this take me? Down here. There's a few chests there, and there's another portal there. And there's that there. There's also this statue enemy here. Okay, we just need to hit it with arts. Is it immune to fire? No, Tita just doesn't do any arts damage.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
27 out of 36. With one particularly obnoxious clink, she set down her utensils, then glared at him with an uncomfortable firmness that would have a lesser man avert his eye in shame. She bit her bottom lip before asking... Oh, that's dirty. That's rude. I'm surprised they didn't do that in the first two games. Well, maybe they did, and I just didn't notice it happening in the first two games. Alright, where are we going? And as I learned, the in-game timer for this game is completely useless, because pressing right trigger speeds up the in-game timer. So I don't actually know how long this game will take me. What a beautiful airship. And I said SC took me like 75 or 80 hours, but it was probably 10 hours less than that. It's not just pretty either. It's got really high specs too. Last I heard, its top speed was raised to 3,600 cell per hour. 3,600? That's even faster than a Merkaba. What's a Merkaba? Oh, it's the kind of airship the church uses. Anyway, never mind that now. Something's up here. It doesn't look like there's anyone inside at all. Yeah, you're right. The orbital engines don't seem to be on. Got to be on guard inside. Get my hair to just be like a tiny bit longer so that I can tuck it behind my ear and not have it get in the way when I'm got headphones on. There are no signs of life in here at all. Ship must have been abandoned for at least a few days, if not more. The orbital power seems to be completely down too. Makes me wonder if there was some kind of problem with the engines. Well, we're not going to figure anything outstanding here. Let's take a look around. There might be some kind of clue around that'll help us discover what happened. Might also be some loot out on the back deck. And there's nothing. That door's locked. Bar. Recipe was written on a scrap of paper within. Easy paella. Paella? I think it's paella. I don't know. I don't love cooking elaborate dishes. Is this some kind of factory? Yep. It's the area where the maintenance crew does all their work, but sure isn't anybody here right now. This is bizarre. Just where did everyone go? The other side of this door is the ship's engine room, right? That's right. The 8 state-of-the-art XG-02 engines that serve as its main engines are stored in there. I'm gonna go take a look at them. It's no good. I couldn't get any of them to turn on at all. Not even sure why they won't work either. I see. Well, we already know that this place more or less has its own laws. It wouldn't be unusual if one of those caused machinery of all kinds to become non-functional. Wish I could help you out more. Still, I was at least able to secure a backup orbital power line. So that computer over there should be good to go. Really? That's plenty of help, Tita. Let's check it out and see what it can let us do. Capel. Ah, it can unlock the building. Alright, well, let's check out the medical room. I was half expecting that to be monsters. Or I wish I found the greatest gift of all. Do you know, the Trails in the Sky games now have a nifty Skip S-Craft feature on PC. That's not even in the original Japanese version. Isn't that Neato Torpedo? Door is tightly locked. Well, that would probably just drop me into the void, so it's probably for the best. Alright, let's check out this conference room. There's a chest. It too. Oh no. There's gonna be a whole ass story in these stupid chests. 23 out of 36. Sure, but selling it won't help you escape from your father's shadow. Ouch. There was that sharp tongue of hers. He really did adore it when his old man wasn't the topic of discussion. Keeping it. We're gonna get a whole ass short story. Up, that's out. Bridge. Alright, show me Claudia. Another one of these, huh? Wow, it's so pretty. What is it, though? It's called a sealing stone. This is just like that stone you were imprisoned in, as it so happens. Was this pretty? Still weird to think about, but at the same time, it's kind of nice, too. If that idea we had about not being able to proceed without freeing whoever's in these is true, there's only one thing to do. Ready to head back to the base and unlock this little guy? Of course. Okay. There's a... Ha. Took a second. I remembered there was a fast travel. Me about 6 tries to remember what the button was. Isn't the person supposed to be just waiting here? Or are they... I swear that's where Tito was. Oh, so that doesn't heal EP, it just heals HP and CP. Okay. Oh, I gotta select it from this. Ooh. Is this the part where someone comes out of it? Given past precedent, most likely so. Whether it's someone completely different or a second Tita remains to be seen. A second me? If Jinx us and we really do get a second Tita, I hope you're ready to become her new mom. Naturally, I'll love her like my own. That door. I also never went up left from that door. Show me Chloe. I don't know why half the time I refer to her as Chloe and the other half as Claudia. Military uniform. Wait, isn't that... Gonna be Julia? Knew it. Stone being inside the Arsail did make me wonder if it'd be someone related to it, and I was right on the mark. It is Julia. Okay, I thought that might be Chloe. Ugh. What happened? Echo? Report. What? How the... Probably feeling kind of confused right now, but it's good to see you again, Julia. Father? Tita? Before greeting all of you, I would simply like to ask, is this a dream or illusion? Or reality? What's that line from Bohemian Rhapsody? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. I see. To be honest, all this is a little hard to swallow, but it's clear I have no choice but to do so. Thanks for being quick on the uptake. You happen to remember what happened to you before you found yourself here? Were you also surrounded by a white light last night? It was closer to mere moments ago rather than last night, but I'd assume so. I was on my way back to Leston Fortress after finishing an airborne training exercise when it happened. I was sitting in my usual chair on the bridge when the white light you speak of appeared, and then... well... I have no memories between that and finding myself here. That about matches up with us, then. All of us were drawn in here in roughly the same circumstances and at roughly the same time. Might you have any idea what happened to the rest of the ship's crew? Afraid not. I'd be somewhat relieved if I were the only one drawn into this, but I have my doubts. Seeing as the Arsail itself is here, could the rest of the crew have ended up here too? Or is it possible it was just you? We really don't have enough to go on to be sure either way at this point. All we know is that there was no one else in the Arsail when we found it. The only sealing stone was the one Julia was inside of too. Father Graham, the two of you have started to investigate this peculiar place, have you not? That's right. We haven't been doing it for very long, so we haven't made much progress yet. And please, allow me to assist you. I'm concerned about the safety of my subordinates, and I want to know why the Arsail became non-functional. I think cooperating with the three of you will be the fastest way for me to answer both of those questions. I'd love that. Believe me, you won't see us complaining. You'd have to be nuts to turn down the help of the Royal Army's finest up-and-coming swordsmen. I fear you're overestimating my swordsmanship, but I appreciate you allowing me to accompany you all the same. Well, in that case, we should get started as soon as possible. It's my pleasure to fight alongside all of you. Likewise. We're happy to have you. Alright, and what's Julia got? EP cut, action, hit, range, move, attack, shields. Can I just get... I got hit 2. Got 27 dex naturally. We've also got 27 dex naturally. That button. I never went this way. Okay, what level is Julia? 94. Probably a chest at the end. Oh yeah, so what do we get? 4 strike comp, we got an impede. Shield of illusion and that's a guard. Strength 10, speed 10, or strength 20, speed 10. I assume it's base. Oh, it's area all, so it's like morale, but everyone. And then that. Oop, that was big damage from him. Doesn't quite get there.
For the sake of my master.
Oh, we killed regardless. Somebody leveled. I think that was Tita. No, it might have been Kevin. Right, she only has the 100 attack weapon. Sundor. 11 out of 36. The face greeted customers with an aged brick that had long eroded to the point of holes. Cracked windows, taped for stability, and adorned with cobwebs and insect droppings were repugnant. I'm gonna have to look up the whole thing later. Like after I'm done this game. What is this thing? I think strength. That's good. This prevents mute. I probably want that on Kevin. To me, the only girl in a band who takes to the skies. Only then shall the door open. The only girl... What was the phrasing of that again? The only girl in a band who takes to the skies, only then shall the door open. Sorry, fixing this one strand of hair. There we go. Just dropped my dentist appointment card on the floor. What was it? Only girl in a band who takes to the skies. Only girl in a band who takes to the skies. Is Josette in this game? Actually, I'm pretty sure I did see Josette in the opening cutscene, and she was playable in parts of second chapter. So I can only assume it's gotta be Josette. Sorry, just having out for 2 seconds. Yeah. Yes, it was Kevin that leveled. Oh, it had a guard on it. Oops. Rita. Whatever your name is, Reese. Oh, it's just one guy. I'm not too incredibly concerned about him. And I was just thinking, you know what? I should probably heal Reese. And then she leveled. The problem was solved. This is you. Does this just kill both of them?
For the sake of my master.
Bastard turned around at the last second.
Alright, what's next?
Wait, what do you have to say? An advertisement. My trails. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Let's just kill one of you guys. You. But these guys got buzzsaws.
Oh, pitiful
These guys been
souls,
meeting
may
with
you
the
rest
Pale
in
King.
peace.
How was that a surprise? That was directly in front of me. Oh, wait, I get 2 attacks. Yeah. Also, these are archers, so they're not quite as tanky as the swordsman.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Yeah, we got some Sepith. Good start. It's Pack Mueller. No. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see what you got. I'm pretty sure you're dead.
For the sake of my master.
I just noticed Reese still doesn't have an S-craft.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Go some more Sepith. Let's go.
Not bad.
I wanted to see how much damage Tita was gonna do. Fortunately, I now no longer get to see that.
Justice must always prevail.
Oops. Oh. that guy's gonna get extra strength. There's not much I can do about it.
Not bad.
Here, let's... I just want to see how much damage Tita does. That was the wrong spell. I mean, what we can do is we can move everyone out of the way. It's gonna miss. I'm going to use Aqua Bleed this time. Everyone's going to do single target amounts of damage. Tita's gonna crit. Okay, she's dealing, like, not that much damage if it was only a 1500 crit. Unfortunately, that being a crit wasn't the best in terms of obtaining the results I wanted, but it's whatever. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot there was still an enemy. I just assumed the fight was done after I killed the first guy. I forgot there was a second one. Yeah, I think Kevin one-shots that guy. That does enough damage, and then Kevin one-shots that guy.
Not bad.
And Kevin levels up. So does this game go to like level 200 or something? I want to fight 4 of them. Oh, we're going down. I think we were in an area designated as level 1, but this still seems to be the Jade Passage, so maybe that didn't change. Oh, maybe there's a boss here? Sorts? This isn't good. Noticed it too, huh? Notice what? Oh, you mean this gigantic boss arena-shaped platform? You sense monsters? I can't feel anything of the sorts. That's normal. I doubt anyone who isn't a part of the church would recognize what's going on. It's a peculiar kind of smell, the scent of the underworld. It's faint, but it's there. It's coming from the area up ahead. Whatever is lying in wait for us, it's going to be unlike any of the other fiends we fought up to this point. We're going to need to be exceptionally careful. Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. Still, if we intend to proceed with our investigation, we have no choice but to advance, whatever may stand in our way. Oh, I can buy a Julia weapon. I just assumed I couldn't, because I didn't think it was there last time. Oh well. Well, let's get her an EP. First plane, that was it. Alright, let's rush back to the garden. Take advantage of our healing and... I didn't need to run all the way back. Jade Corridor end. guess I should save. I just realized the D-pad is an extra slow walk if I need it. All right, let's see, what do we got? Here it comes. Right on cue. I've never seen anything like that before. What in Eidios' name is that? One of the 77 devils that appear in the Testaments. The spiritual... Okay, that is definitely a reference to the Lesser Key of Solomon. The spiritual coffin that guides the souls of the dead and serves as Hades' ferryman. Bennu, the Casket of Sorrow. Who would have thought the day would come when I'd end up coming face to face with a genuine devil? Bring it on. Let me show you what a servant of the goddess can do. R4 dogs. That's what I'm calling them. Pseudorudo Giza. That's unfortunate.
Strike as one!
I hold in my hand the chalice of the lights.
Yo, that guard's 2 attacks, actually.
Hey!
Can I impede these bastards? I think I did, actually. I think one of them impeded me, though. Craft. Yeah, we can impede them. Oh, I should be using Soul Blur, not that other one. Art to damage with arts and drains HP from its prey. Yeah, I should be using Aqua Bleed or Soul Blur. Tita is a surprisingly competent healer with her art, or with her art, with her craft. Excellent. Let's just keep repeating that. I'm gonna drain a little bit. but then they're just gonna keep smacking it around. Craft chain. Oh, I don't have chain 4. Let's grab... I don't know who has the highest attack. Probably Julia would be my guess. Except I should have grabbed Tita because that interrupted Julia. Oops. Oh, we found an inner shell. Gives silent punishment to sinners. Rafts, you are out of CP. Of course you are. Why is my only Mirage spell incredibly expensive? Okay, yeah, I should have just been using arts. Well, it is dead, and that was... Is it dead, though? Releases powerful miasma which rots away surroundings. Well, let's try more dark matter. I don't have dark matter. Every other element doesn't seem to do anything. It cannot be interrupted. I guess we keep tossing arts at it. Oh, they are asleep. They are no longer asleep. She is out of EP. Yeah, still unable to interrupt. Just keep Tita on healing duty. I don't see any reason to break that up right now. Kevin does his thing, and then you chain with Tita. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. He would have just started charging his arts. I did not want to risk the boss. Oh, Julia has chain 3. Which of you guys missed? We need to have a conversation. Why is it so fast? Okay, this has got to be the last one.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Ooh, big XP. Kevin did not level up. Evade 2. Rias learned the S-Craft finally. Yes, I would like Rias to have an S-Craft. Ugh. That was a real devil. It was terrifying. Thought that such fiends exist is... I don't know what to say. Just what is this place? Uh-oh, auto mod. Move the space. Get the fuck out of here. Ha, if that's the best you can do, your future looks grim indeed. And you are that guy. It's that man. Is he the one you said you saw when you were first sent here? Who are you? Speak your name. Heh. I believe common decency dictates that one states their own name before asking for another's, does it not? Or perhaps you were aware that I already know yours, Captain Julia Schwarz. Schwarz? I don't know. Whoever you are, you've done your research. What do you want with us? Was that devil we just fought your doing? Is all of this your doing? Eh, calm yourself, Kevin Graham. Your suffering is only just the beginning. It's far too early for you to be losing yourself to despair. What are you talking about? Ugh, there's not the time to be reckless, Reese. Templar Sword of the Septian Church, I see. Your skills aren't bad, but they're still a far cry from your sister's. You know her? How? All will be revealed in time. Banquet of despair in this fair land of Phantasma is only just starting. My lord wishes to see you suffer, to writhe with agony, to cry out fruitlessly for your suffering to end. You deliver now, won't you? Wait, you intend to flee from us? I shall tell you one thing before I depart. My name is Schwarzritter. I am a guardian of Phantasma and loyal servant of its great lord. And with that, I bid you farewell. Bah, he disappeared. We might not have learned much about him through that encounter, but one thing seems plain as day. We have enemies in this place, and it's not just the fiends. Apparently. What's more, it sounds like they're going to be hell to deal with. Chapter 1, Phantasma End. Well, now we split the recording. Save. Hey, come over here for a minute. Honestly, how many times do I have to tell you not to run off without telling me, Reese? I had the fright of my life when I accidentally hit the B button. Do that again, okay? I just smelled something nice from the stall over there. But hey, I found something weird. Weird. Yeah, Kevin is pretty weird. Oh, goodness. You think he's dead? Maybe he indulged in excess gormandizing? I'm almost certain it's not the latter. I swear, what are they teaching children in school these days? Never mind, I suppose that should wait. Hey there. Can you hear us? Phew, looks like he's conscious at least. What's the matter? I can't see this being a very comfortable place to sit. Maybe he's just hungry? When you're really hungry, sometimes you don't have the energy to talk. You might actually be right there. You'd know better than anyone. Well then, I think I've got just the thing. When did you get Quincy Bell chocolate? I bought this for you originally, so I'm sorry, Reese. You mind if he has this? Okay. Good girl. Come on, why don't you try some? I think you'll like it, especially if you like sweet things. Quincy chocolate's the best there is. Might be a brand that tastes nicer, but they've got the best balance between taste and cost. See? That's a glowing review coming from none other than my darling little sister. The taste should help warm you up a bit too. Go on, see what you think. Gets... What was that? Oh. Said, get lost. Just leave me alone. Please. What should we do? So you're not gonna take me up on my offer, huh? I guess I'm left with no choice. Why are you eating it? Is that all I have to do? Just pretend to be starving in an alley and then... Phew. That should be enough. What the hell was that for? Looks like that did the trick. See, I told you that sweet things are great for perking you up. That wasn't the chocolate, that was you being a maniac. What kind of girl does that to a kid they just found on the street? Are you some kind of pedophile or something? Oh my, the Sunday school curriculum really seems to have changed since I went there. Where else could you and Reese be picking up these fancy words, I wonder? Don't think that's really the problem. Yeah, what she said. Wait a sec. Your clothes look familiar. Oh, come to think of it, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name's Rufina. Rufina Argent. This is my little sister, Reese. How about you? What's your name? Now we're back to reality? I think so. Kevin. Kevin, are you listening? Yes, we're back to reality. Oh, sorry about that. Must have spaced out a bit. You alright? It's understandable, really. After all that's happened, it's no surprise you're feeling tired. Maybe you should rest up some before we keep going? Nah, don't worry about me. Anyway, we were about to start going over all the information we've gathered so far, right? Yes, but... He may not be our ally, but our encounter with that Schwarzritter turned out to be quite illuminating. We finally have the name of this strange place we found ourselves in for one. That's right. He called it Phantasma, right? Yep. Interesting name it's got. Not sure where it came from, though. As far as I know, it's nothing from the church's scripts. I've never heard it before either. Then there's the existence of his lord. Well, judging by how that guy spoke of him, that must be the big boss around here. They seem to know a whole lot about us, too. Incidentally, there was one thing that knight mentioned which made me curious. Mentioned you having a sister, Reese? Oh my, I didn't mean to pry into your personal affairs. Should I not have asked? Nah, I don't blame you for being curious. As he said, I did indeed have a sister. Her name was Rufina. She was one of the Gralsritter, just like I am now. Take it that your use of the past tense means... Yes, she fell in the line of duty during a mission. Roughly 5 years ago, to be precise. I see. But in that case, how could that man possibly know so much about her skills? I wish I knew. I don't really know much about the work she did. What about you, Kevin? Sorry, I can't think of how she might have met him either. Still, she was known for being one skilled knight. Not just in terms of strength in battle, her judgment and negotiation abilities were both top class too. Details of her missions are as much a mystery to me as they are for Reese, but it's not a stretch to think she could have met him during one of them. I suppose. With little more than conjecture to go off of, I suppose the matter will have to remain unsolved for now. My apologies. I never should have asked. All it did was bring up painful memories for the two of you. Don't sweat it. We still learned something out of this, and that's that our enemies are keeping a pretty close eye on what we do here. We're gonna need to be careful every step of the way. So it seems. Shall we get back to our ever-cautious trek, then? We'll have to go back to where we met that guy and keep going from there, right? Yeah, saw another warp at the top of the stairs. Thankfully, the cube can get us back there in no time flat once we're up for it. Nothing new. It's weird this stuff is translated as tools. Oh, we did get a full heal after that, but also get a full CP restoration. Unless we haven't fought enough battles for that to be back. Man, my lips are so dry today. Alright, first plane, Jade Corridor, end. Oh, thought that might be it. Never mind, that's just a decoration on the floor. A blue portal. This is the exit you noticed before, right, Father? Or entrance, perhaps? It's just like that magic circle at the base. You think this will take us somewhere completely new? Most likely. It's the only other route I've seen, so we're just gonna have to see where it takes us. Actually, before I go there... Can I go back into this now for part 2? No. An ever-burning flame. I'm gonna make a note of that. An ever-burning flame. Whatever that means. But for now, let's continue on. Ransel. statue of a white falcon. Wait, isn't this... This is the southern block of Grancel. Thank goodness, we're finally out of there. I have doubts about that, Tita. What's up with you, Reese? You look like you've seen a ghost. Well, I can't pretend to be all that familiar with Grancel. But that's not its main gate, is it? What? I don't know that I've ever seen the main gate of Grancel closed. Crap! What? No, it isn't. Enemies. Chapter 2. The Otherworldly Capital. Those soldiers aren't the Royal Army. What has happened here? What happened to the capital while I was away? And I did not see this coming when we stepped out of that warp. Either something happened while we were stuck inside that place, or Phantasma is now able to influence the world outside. I apologize, but I cannot stand here any longer. I need to go check on Grancel Castle. I'm concerned for the city's citizens, but above all, I fear for the safety of Her Majesty and the Princess. I don't blame you, but we're coming with. Strong as you are, going alone isn't smart. But panicking is the worst thing you can do right now. Extraordinary situations like these are when caution and careful thinking are your most valued allies. Quite right, of course, I understand. The castle it is. We should try and investigate the city on our way there, too. Keep your eyes peeled, though. The fiends here look like they're not playing around. Understood. Right. Oh, I just assumed that this place was merely imitating Grancel. Why are Tita's weapons more expensive? And Scramus Axe. Oh, we're getting peanuts for these. I don't know, maybe we get we probably get Olivier, so I think Josette used a gun? Can't remember. And I'm almost positive we get Josette, so we'll keep a long barrel. Well, that's 100 extra defense. Oh yeah, I can look at strength. Reese and Julia are very close. Tita's not far behind. Let's look at general stats. Julia has the most. Julia has the most stats. Second highest strength. Art strength is also barely behind Kevin. Very high dex. Lowest agility, but that's all within a couple points. Her arts defense very high. Her speed is the highest. Her defense is the second highest. Yeah, Julia's just got the most stats. well, let's take a look at what we can. Let's synthesize some attack 2s. I don't really care about defense. I can't make mind 2. That's important to note. Here, let's equip Orbment Reese. Attack 1 will be attack 2, evade. Make your evade 1 into evade 2. Move information down there. I'll give Kevin HP just so I can maybe get Tyrol for him or something. But it might make sense to get Tyrol on... I don't know. That's why she's got so much arts defense. That's why she has the most stats, because she has shield. That makes sense. Oh, she also has range. If I give him range. I remove information, put EP1 over there, give you information, then we give HP2 there. Size quartz, HP2. Cast 1 is very cheap. There's that. Give you HP2, because that gives us Latir, which is Antira. So we at least have some AoE healing in a pinch. Latir is the 2500 type round, yeah. Am I missing action? Does Julia have action? Yes. But this is a space... Okay, I'm understanding why Julia has the most stats now. It was all because of her orbments. Kind of forgot that she came with a lot of stuff. Whip. Orbment, Reese. Give you action 2. We'll give Tita action 1. 4 speed. Yeah. Then we will sell... some amount of quartz. $100 space Sepith. Probably don't, and I probably don't need it, but It's an extra 100 defense. What do I have? These menus are a fucking nightmare to navigate for no reason. Okay. Let's save again after we've done all our shopping. I did not expect it to let me into the Bracer Guild. I don't think anyone's here. I'd faintly hoped there would be, but I should have known that wouldn't be the case. Guild's assistance would have been immensely helpful in a situation like this, too. I'll go and have a look at the telephone. Maybe we'll be able to contact a branch somewhere else and ask them for help. Thanks, Tita. Something tells me, yeah, it's no use. Phone's technically working, but I can't actually get through to anywhere. Have you tried contacting headquarters at Leston Fortress? Oh no. No good, I can't get through to them either. Let's see. I imagine you'd get the same result no matter where you tried to call. Probably, yeah. Well, it's not ideal, but it looks like we're on our own. Are there any treasure? There's a moon door. Bring to me the dancer with silver locks. Only then shall the door open. Needs Scara. Well, we can come back for that. I guess we'll take a look at the other buildings. I'm mainly looking for treasure chests, but sun doors. Bring to me the girl who loves to fish. And then shall the door open? Well, that's Estelle. Horrible factory. I can't see shit. Treasure chest back there. Yep. What about up top here? Ooh, treasure chest. HP 2. I just made that. That's okay. I said Julia has the most stats. Well, she might have still had the most health. 12 of 36. The place looked less like a shop and more like the newest secret playground for the local children, long abandoned after the passing of its owner, but no, to clarify, it was very much in business. That exit slot. There's an enemy there. Who are you? Don't tell me anything. You're just weak to. You're weak to black.
Justice must always prevail.
Kevin should level 97. What level am I ending this game at? Assume there's gonna be an Olivier door in this place. Nope. Akashic Heart. Holy damn, we just wasted 500 Mira. Now Julia definitely has the most stats. Smelling salts. What was the third effect on it? Agility +5. Strength, art strength, and agility. Oh no, the bar is where we're gonna get the Olivier one. The Olivier door, I would imagine. What do they mean by this one? What is this one supposed to mean? I need an answer for that. Wait, Father, I haven't finished my confession yet. Where are we going with that? No, there's no door up there. Okay. Fried Phoenix. 9 of 36. The story truly begins neither with Genevieve nor with Jubilee, but with the shop and the letter. Located in Beau's Crimp, between two of the most popular shops on the block, was a tiny, tiny building. I just realized, I think... There's the weapon shop, not the... I think that I forgot to examine this chest. 17 of 36. Good riddance. The son coldly muttered as he turned the key to lock the shop. This would be the last time he would be forced to ever step inside. I'll bet I can fetch a pretty mirror for his tools at the market. I'm just waiting for the reveal that there's actually just like 2 different stories going on. Oh yeah, Julia is cranking out damage now.
Justice must always prevail.
Like I said, Julia has the most stats. Did I read this one? Didn't read that one either. But that one was not as important. There's nothing of interest in there. Oops. Chest here. Sepith, let's go. Blanc will visit you. Do I want that to happen? I don't want to have to run all the way around town solving a riddle as to where my shit's gone. Turn around, thank you. One thing that I am really liking about this game is, can I go in that door? No. Is like shopping decisions and everything feel impactful. Like it's not, I'm not flooded in so many resources that I can get basically whatever I want. But like I'm also not starved for resources. 1 of 36. You remember reading the teaser in Trails of the Sky 2nd chapter for Trails in the Chest, but you didn't feel like reading it then. Yet suddenly you have a craving for more trails in the chest. And I don't know, maybe it changes late game, but like the conversion of Mira to, or of like Sepith to Mira, I don't think I used a single time Try this one. Yes. I don't think I used the conversion mechanic a single time in SC, or maybe like maybe once. But it just didn't feel like an important mechanic in the earlier games, but like there's no bracer missions. I'm not getting any influx of cash. Oops, I should probably pay attention to where I'm going. Not getting any influx in cash, so I have to actually, like, focus, look at where...
Justice must always prevail.
That's locked. I have to actually, like, be careful when I'm buying things. I'm not just gonna be able to buy everything. I have to actually think about my upgrades, it feels like. Nothing in here. Can't use a bed. I have to work for my upgrades. Oops. I assume that enemy was blocking the way.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
I assume this path is blocked. Yep. Star Door. Bring to me the guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. Blade that serves the imperial house. Is that like Mueller? Or not Mueller, is it Mueller? Olivier's, like, servant. And who's the guardian of the royal family? That's gotta be Julia. So I'm missing the blade that serves the imperial house. Because the guardian of the royal family wouldn't make sense for it to be Chloe, because that is the royal family. That's gotta be Julia and... not Mueller, Vander. I think that was his name. A large armored soldier. Let's save first. Okay, so that was a fucking lie. I want to address the verbiage that was used. A large armored soldier. I just want that to be clear. It said a large armored soldier, not 8 of them. Okay. Can I hit all 8 of them with... no.
Upon the golden wings of battle,
Alright, let's see how much this does.
descend into that land to rescue wayward souls.
We gotta see it in slow motion at least once. Alright, I can let that guy take his one pathetic turn. and then we can kill him
Oh,
afterwards.
pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Oh, look at that. We all leveled up and we healed of all the damage we took. No. What's this magical symbol for? I believe it's locked by a spiritual power of some kind. We're unlikely to be able to force our way through as long as it remains active, I'm afraid. That's certainly how it seems. Which means that we're going to need to find some way to remove it, or we won't be able to get inside. Most likely, yeah? You all right with us leaving the castle until later, then? I fear we have little choice. I can only hope that Idios keeps everyone inside safe until we can return. Shall we resume our search into the city in the meantime? That works. Hopefully we can find some way of getting inside while we're making the rounds. Oh, that just means it gains a guard for use in future. No, I give up. I don't know what the hell that means. Up there. Oh, interesting, that didn't kill it. Really hoping it would. Yeah, okay, here we go. I've gone inside every building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I believe I have.
I gotta give it my all.
Not bad.
Apartment. Kevin. Let's get a little bit of healing out there. That door is locked. Can, however, check inside the department store. Proxy puppet. I'm not clever enough for all these chest phrases. Well, if we come across a tough boss, maybe we can bust out the proxy puppet. I believe the proxy puppet was the sacrificial dollar. 12 to hold on. There are 2 stories. 12 out of 12. This also isn't the ending to a story. What the hell is going on? Hideko didn't even wait for an answer. She just flung open the door without a care. And there, standing before her, was... I don't think I read these ones. Oh, I did read that one. I didn't read this one. Just calling out.
Upon the golden wings of saddle, that land to rest
That's blocked off. Nothing at the ticket booth. So still the sewers, the landing port, and I guess everything out in the open. We were not supposed to get the first turn. Can I get multiple of them with this?
No way.
Does it mean that all of their attack? Hold on, is the guard one a bad bonus? I didn't think of it. Is it the enemy's guard against your attacks? Or all of your attacks on that turn will be guarded? Maybe that's it, and I was just misinterpreting it. I have been vanished. Is my S-craft? Yes.
For the sake of my master.
Can I warp to... Okay, I can warp to the doors that I haven't. That I've discovered but haven't opened. Oh, does being vanish completely drain all of your CP or EP? Uh-oh. No time to get comfy, huh? They just popped up out of nowhere. Here they come. Is this Erebon? I think this is the Erebonian embassy. The Calverdian embassy is the south one. This one's the Erebonian one. Okay, let's just pop that. Well, that's not ideal.
Prepare to meet your defend.
I don't think any of them successfully got blinded.
This is bad. Goddess bless you.
These guys are mildly problematic. Doesn't impede, yes. Okay, good call, good call.
No way.
We can impede that. All right, we've recovered. We've, I think, recovered. There being a problem, but... I was slightly concerned that I wasn't going to kill it. There being a little bit of a problem, but we got through. I think everyone levels up. Yeah. Julia learned Chain 3. So if we can enter the Calvardian, I don't know my symbols. We can enter the embassy. I assume we're either going to get the Olivier sealing crystal or the Zin sealing crystal. Sealing stone. Is that? Indeed, we found you and Tita inside stones just like this. At this point, it's safe to assume there's someone sealed inside this one, too. Well, it's in the okay, it is Erebonian. Erebonian embassy, so maybe it's Olivier? Oh, wait, Joshua was born in Erebonia, too, wasn't he? I don't care who it is. I can't wait to find out who's inside. Well, there's only one way to know for sure. No rush, but we should try and make our way back to the basin soon and check for ourselves. You are the real treasure. Oh, shucks. Me? Little old me? What a libellous statement. Alright, now how is this? Let's give it to Tita, because she's got the least defense. I assume I'll have to somewhat juggle party members if I need to use presumably everyone for... Yeah, that's everything in here. For their star doors. Well, everyone is blinded.
Let's end this.
That attack looks really cool. Turned around, but at least I'm not getting jumped this time. I don't like that.
Someone get me. I was not prepared.
Yeah, that's... I was kind of hoping it would have been... That was not... That was no damage. Kind of hoping it was going to be on Julia. Or anyone except for Reese would have been fine. Alright, let's head back. This should be back now. CPU is restored to maximum. Blade that serves the Imperial House. That wouldn't be Joshua, would it? I don't think so. Alright, show me Olivier. I still can't get over how pretty they are. So this is how I was released too, was it? So that opened up a couple of doors. A couple of paths. I think we can go into Western Grancel now. And that looks like Major Vander. What was that? A stun grenade? Fall back, Olivier. Their target is likely to be... What? Really is you. Captain Shores, what are you doing here? Just where is this? And what happened to Olivier? So you were with the prince when you were drawn in here? Allow me to explain what we know of the current situation. Of our current situation. If you have any questions, I would be happy to try and answer them. I see. Must admit, all of this is a little much to take in at once. I'm more tempted to think I'll wake up any minute to find I've been dreaming. I felt much the same at first, Major. I've been in here for a while now, and I still find myself doubting all of this is even real. Too hard-headed for my own good, I fear. Then we're similar in more ways than one. In any case, we don't have the luxury of time on our side. Concerned about that fool's safety, so allow me to assist you with your search. Be happy to have you. Incidentally, before we get going, what kind of situation were you in when the light started surrounding you? Well, the two of us were in Parm conducting an inspection. Night arrived, and the two of us made our way back to the hotel where we were staying. That was when it happened, and completely without warning. I can't say for sure, but given that he was with me, he may have been caught up in this as well. Parm? That's the southernmost town in Erebonia, right? That's right. It happened to be the closest Erebonian town to Liberl. Sorry to interject, but may I ask something? Who is this Olivier you keep referring to? Oh, he was another one of the guys who came with us to that flying city, Prince Oliver. You wouldn't think he was a prince if you met him, though. He's real easygoing and fun to be around. I'm not sure I could disagree any more with that last part if I tried. He delights in living a life of excessive debauchery and constantly exhausts those unfortunate enough to be around him at every waking hour. You know as well as I do that there's more to him than that, of course. Word of his exploits since returning to the Empire has been reaching Liberl, Major. If they are to be believed, he's become quite adored at high-class social gatherings. It's true he's managed to avoid causing too much of a stir by keeping up his usual act so far. But who knows what kinds of rumors will start spreading when he reveals his true colors. Well, keep hanging in there, buddy. Something wrong, Reese? Nothing at all. It's interesting how the people we found so far all seem to know one another. That can't be a simple coincidence. Perhaps only people who meet that condition end up getting surrounded by that white light and coming here? Maybe? Well, the logic does add up. At the very least, it appears to be linked to becoming imprisoned in one of those stones you spoke of. You mentioned before not finding sealing stones containing any of the Arsail's crew or Grand Selite residents, correct? Despite encountering both the ship and the city itself in an abnormal state? That's correct. I hadn't even thought of that. It's good food for thought while we keep exploring. Right now, our focus needs to be on finding out what happened to Grancel. Indeed. I'd like to accompany you, too, if at all possible. Fastest way for me to accept the situation I'm in would be to experience it firsthand. Well, I have to have Kevin and her. Kevin and Reese. I guess we gotta eject Tita for a moment. I can random? We just random to the same one. From the garden. Select the party icon displayed on the screen. What is the button to do that? Members who aren't mandatory at that point can be switched freely. It's also possible to view and change the equipment and ordnance of reserve members from the camp menu in the garden as well. I'll take care, okay? You got it. We'll leave keeping an eye on things in the garden to you. If you ever find yourself in danger, don't try and do anything dangerous, alright? Alright. What was that? Kevin, what the was that? Yep, it's our old pal the Cube again. Visitors from afar. Possessors of the Cube. Woman's voice? Who might she be? Wish we knew. Whoever she is, it doesn't seem like she can hear us. We seem to be gathering strength well. I will unlock another of the cube's powers. About remote abilities. In the cube menu, you can select a character not in the active party to set as a support member. Support member will confer certain benefits on the active party. Each character has a different set of benefits they provide, including raising stats, drop rates, and more. Power of the Malevolent One is much too great. I pray that your bonds will become a great light that will let you prevail. Here I might have underestimated just how bizarre a situation this is. It's alright. Regardless, whoever she may be, it doesn't sound as though she means us any harm. Indeed, that Schwarzwitter is clearly our enemy, but the woman doesn't seem to be so far. That said, I wouldn't place too much trust in her just yet. We still don't know who she is. Well, thanks to her, we've got a few neat features on the cube to play around with. You guys up for seeing how they work? Start. So we get dex, agility, and lose a bit of speed. Alright, let's split up the recording here. And as much as it pains me to leave Tita on her own, I believe this star door opens with Vander and Julia. I was correct. Star Chamber. Oh, I have no idea what Vander has. He's like about on par stats-wise. I'll grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. What were Star Doors? Were Star Doors minigames or were Sun Doors minigames? Roughly 2 months after the crisis that struck Liberl came to an end. That concludes my report on all that transpired here 2 months prior. Really cannot thank you enough for your above and beyond efforts, Captain. Bringing an end to the chaos and restoring hope to its people was no easy task. You should truly be proud of yourself. Your Majesty, please. I've done nothing to deserve such praise. I would beg to differ, and it's why I want to thank you on behalf of every one of Liberl's citizens. Not only did you ensure our safety, you went from place to place aiding in the restoration as well. Now you continue to be just as busy serving as the leader of the Royal Guard. You deserve all the thanks you get. I really am proud of you, Captain Schwarz. I am honored, Your Majesty. I believe I'll be able to formally present you with at least one medal for your achievements at a later date, too. General Morgan seems to think a promotion is almost assured as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds in store for you. But, Your Majesty, I must object. The only reason this crisis was resolved at all was because of the efforts of countless people, all of whom gave their all for Liberl's sake. My contribution was but a minor part of a much, much greater whole. I don't feel like it would be appropriate for me to be receiving medals or promotions. Captain, I agree that countless people contributed to achieving the peace that we now have. Everyone who fought, who tried to protect their loved ones, and who endured the suffering they faced contributed in some way. But I believe it's clear to everyone that without the Arsail, the crisis would not have seen the conclusion that it did. And the one who commanded the Arsail was you. Be that as it may, medals are one thing, but I couldn't possibly consider accepting a promotion. I feel as though I've barely spent all that much time in my current position, so assuming one with even greater responsibility would be... There's no need to be so modest. In my opinion, you've accomplished much more in your current position than you seem to believe you have. Actually, Captain, I'd like to propose that you take the rest of today off. How would you feel about that? May I ask why, Your Majesty? I'm not sure I quite understand. As I mentioned, I want to show my thanks to you for all you did. And I believe there to be better ways to do that than formal meetings like these. You certainly deserve some rest too, given how exhausting going back and forth between military HQ and the castle practically every day must be. I've even been receiving requests from members of the Royal Guard saying that they would like for you to take a break as well. I'm terribly sorry that you had to listen to such complaints, Your Majesty. It's certainly not my intent that you should be troubled so. So who was it? Lux? Leon? Could easily be both, knowing them. I'm used to them telling me as much every time they see me, but I cannot believe they chose to bother Her Majesty with the issue. As such, I would like for you to take the remainder of the day and use it to relax. That way, you can return to your duties tomorrow feeling refreshed and ready to work for the good of the nation anew. Very well. That is your wish, Your Majesty. I, Captain Julia Schwarz of the Royal Guard, accept your proposal and shall take leave of my duties for the remainder of the day. Motion. Good morning, Captain. Good morning, Captain. I hear you've been given the rest of the day off. That's right, yes. I'm amazed you already know that when I was just told myself. It's not all that amazing, really. Leon was trying to make sure everyone knew over the communications network from Leston. I hear Echo appealed directly to Her Majesty, even. Directly? I believe it. He did look like he had something he wanted to say to me the last time I saw him. What is it with them? I still wish we could have helped with repairing the Arsail too, though. I hear the repairs are running a little behind schedule, too. I wonder how things are going over there. You needn't worry about the Arsail's repairs. The only reason those three are still there at Leston Fortress is that they wouldn't take no for an answer and insisted on staying. The repairs are currently being carried under Gustav, the maintenance chief from ZCF. They'll be completed properly. Incidentally, do you know if Her Highness left already? Yes, in fact. Claudia left not that long ago if you're looking for her. She's gone to inspect the royal villa. I forget what voice I used for Dunan. Were you not aware of this? Your Grace, I was not. I'd very much like to accompany her over there if I'm truthful. I suppose that comes as no surprise. You always have been one to put yourself forward to escort her at every opportunity. I can't say I understand why. Simple escort jobs are well below your current rank. I suppose so. Still, I'm sure she's well. She has a number of trustworthy guardsmen with her. Try not to fret over her too much. Of course, you're right. Thank you, Your Grace. And with that, we're leaving. Philip, there's work to be done. Just a moment, Your Grace. Please try not to be too downhearted. What are you doing, Philip? I said that there's work to be done. My apologies. It's as though I missed Her Highness yet again. Still, we're both so busy with our duties that it's no wonder it keeps happening. It's incredible how much Duke Dunan's changed. Tell me about it. Apparently, he's often seen in the administrative room working genuinely hard lately. He was the one who proposed paying compensation out a while back, too. I always thought of him as a good-for-nothing slob, but maybe there's more to him than that. He's finally showing that he shares Her Majesty's blood after all. You're on duty. Enough idle chatter. My apologies, Captain. As you are seemingly aware, I will be absent from the castle for the remainder of the day. I expect you, the two of you, to take care of things here in my absence. Yes, ma'am. Take care, ma'am. Being granted a day off is all well and good in theory. I haven't had one in so long, I haven't the faintest idea what to do with it. Should I go shopping? Perhaps do maintenance work on my equipment? Or would I be best just returning to my room and reading a book? No, I need to do more than simply rest with my time. I need to use it productively. I know, wouldn't it be nice to take a light stroll along the scenic route? I haven't done that in ages. It would be an excellent use of my time, even. Is it really true that Julia has returned to Grancel? Where is she? Where is she? Please, don't push. Everyone, please, calm down. What exactly is going on here? Captain? Oh no, why'd you have to come now? It's dangerous here. Please, retreat back inside the castle at once. It's Julia. What? It really is. What the heck? What the devil is this? Julia! What? I don't think I can replicate the energy of 15... I don't know the correct descriptor here. I don't think I can replicate the energy of 15 fangirls right now. Captain Schwarz, you've locked the castle gates for the time being. You aren't hurt, are you? No, I'm fine. What just happened? Well, they appear to be some rather ardent fans of yours, Captain. You know, we did have a rather large number of fan letters arrive at the castle this morning. What if that could be related to all of this? Fan letters? Apparently some magazine company put together a special feature on you yesterday. It's full of information on what you were up to on that flying city. Oh, that reminds me. A few people who claimed to be from the Liberal News came here while you were away. They said they were putting together a feature to capitalize on your popularity, so they wanted to gather material for it. I think I've heard enough. I'm probably filling the rest myself. How am I getting this kind of attention? Fan letters? Magazine articles? Why am I being treated like someone special? I'm not. Not at all. First Her Majesty praising me more than I deserve, and now this? All I really wanted to do was protect Her Highness. That's all. That's what I want to do now too, but the opportunity to actually go with her and escort her rarely seems to present itself anymore. Must I be forced to accept that this is how things will be going forward? Thank you for your time today, Archbishop. I'll conduct Mass again tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Could I ask you to pass that on to Her Majesty? Be my pleasure. Oh, if it isn't Julia. I wasn't expecting to find you here. Is something the matter? Oh, not at all. And good day to you, Archbishop. It's good to see you again, Julia. I haven't seen you for some time. You had me a little concerned. Terribly sorry for worrying you. I'd also like to apologize for not attending Mass at all of late. Oh, it's no trouble. I'm well aware of how busy you are. All I'll ask of you in the busy times you face is this. No matter how busy you may become, you must never lose sight of yourself. What matters to you most is always close at hand. Thank you, Archbishop. I'll take what you have said to heart. Ha, excellent. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really should be on my way. Good day, Archbishop. Actually, there is one way I may be able to get out of here. Archbishop Current, please wait. Everyone, please move a little farther from the castle gates. Please, just a little more. If everyone could please remain calm. It's Julia. She's coming out, she's coming out. Oh, it was just the Archbishop and his sister. Come now, everyone, move aside and let us pass. That is definitely Julia. Phew. Looks like your plan ended up working, Julia. Fortunately, yes. I'm sorry for causing you trouble yet again. Ah, not to worry. You have my sympathies, even. Those seem to be some very fervent admirers back there. Here's where Vander comes in. Major Vander? What is he doing here? Thought he'd already left Liberal. This is quite a surprise. I wasn't aware you were also a sister of the church, Captain Shores. You can tell? Well, should be back in Erebonia, but I still have a little cleaning up after that fool to do. So I ended up having to come back here again in the end. I'd have liked to take the time to go and greet you, but the chance ultimately never presented itself. Nevertheless, I'm pleased we were able to meet again, Captain. Or is it Sister Julia now? Major. It appears to me that there's little point in trying to disguise your identity from this man. Perhaps you needn't bother. Regardless, I have preparations to make for this afternoon's mass, so I should excuse myself. Good day to you both. The Archbishop? So that was the famous Archbishop Current, was it? Are you gonna... Are you gonna keep going? You kind of just... You said you had big plans, and you're just... My cursor appeared? No. Are you just trying to eavesdrop, or... Oh, it's okay. We got time, Archbishop. Yeah, I understand you're getting up there. Your bones aren't quite what they used to be. You can take a break. We got patience. Major? Should probably explain how I ended up in this situation. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Oh, I wish I could have stayed a while longer, but I've really got to get going. Wish I could have gotten a close look at Julia, though. I thought this was finally going to be my chance. Ah, she's so dreamy. Ah, they're starting to make their way back. If they find me here, I'm doomed. Should you like, Captain, I would be happy to help you disguise yourself. Pardon? I can't pretend to be familiar with your situation, but I can see you aren't comfortable with being discovered here. In these situations... Archbishop, do you still have places to be, like... Do you need us to get medical attention? You've been standing there for recovering your old bones for a little while. Perhaps we could find a doctor. Like, we could even carry you back to the church, probably, if that's necessary. Just let me know if you need anything, okay? We're right here. These situations, your instinct may be to hide, but I believe that the best thing to do is the exact opposite. If it works for you, I'd be happy to accompany you somewhere a little safer. Oh my, thank you. Ah, Julia. Please do, right away. My pleasure. Never mind, I suppose it was just my imagination. Must have been. Well, this area seems to be empty. Will this be far enough, do you think? Should be. Phew. Can't apologize enough for this, Major. Oh, think nothing of it. I'm used to having to run around without being discovered. Usually because Olivia's caused some kind of predicament. I can see that. Still ashamed of what happened, though. I let a simple commotion like that ruin my plans to go outside of the city for my day off. I wasn't able to calm the situation at all. I wouldn't have even been able to leave the castle without resorting to a disguise. I'm not sure you have any reason to be blaming yourself here, Captain. I'm afraid I must disagree. As a member of the Royal Guard, I'm utterly useless, and this isn't the first time that I felt that way. During the coup d'etat, I was powerless. I should have been able to protect Her Highness, and yet she ended up being captured and placed in danger. The same was true when Grancel was attacked by Ouroboros, too. Not only could I not protect Her Majesty from being endangered by them, I wasn't even able to be anywhere near her. I, of all people, should have been right by her side in her hour of need. How dare I learn of what happened only after the fact? Not fit to even serve them. Well, I can certainly understand your frustrations. They were both safe, were they not? Surely that is what counts above all. Much as we may wish to be, no human is omnipotent. Neither of us are any exception to that. I understand that, or at least I want to believe that I do. But to make matters worse, I now find out there are magazine articles about me making out to be some kind of great hero. There's even talk of me being promoted. I don't feel like I've done my job in a way that's worthy of praise, never mind anything to deserve being given a higher position. No, none of that is what bothers me most. People want to give me greater praise than I deserve, let them. Receiving a promotion isn't itself a cause to be unhappy, or the opposite. On paper, at least. But in reality, it'll result in me becoming busier because of my new duties, which will result in me ending up even further away from Her Highness than I am now. A little envious of you, to tell the truth, Major. I've always been able to go and escort Prince Oliver like it's the most natural thing in the world. Maybe you weren't always by his side, but you were when he needed you the most. You did more than escort him too. You were able to help him and aid him in ways beyond the Call of Duty. By comparison, I can't seem to be able to help Her Highness at all. I can't even lend her an ear when she's plagued with worry. I was agonizing over whether to assume her position as Crown Princess. I couldn't do a single thing for her. I feel somewhat reluctant to give my opinion here, as I can hardly pretend to be well versed in your situation. But from where I stand, your position seems to be the more fortunate one. How so? What exactly do you mean, Major? I didn't mean to offend you, so I apologize if I did, but protecting that fool is a task that was thrust upon me the moment I was born. Between us, I find myself envious of your natural loyalty to the ones you serve. The moment you were born. Oh right, you're Evander. We're a military family who traditionally serves the Imperial family, yes. My luck for anything less than a hectic life ran out the second I was given it, I fear. Huh. It's certainly a great responsibility to be destined to fulfill. Especially when you're chosen to protect Prince Oliver of all people. Quite so. Still, my point stands. I do believe that it's a happy, fortunate thing to be able to serve and devote yourself to those you genuinely care for. I may hardly be an expert on the subject, seeing as Her Highness is much less of a handful, but am I wrong? No, I see your point. Perhaps I should see being able to sit and worry about something like this as a luxury. Although whether someone who isn't able to defend Her Highness can really be called a member of the Royal Guard is another issue entirely. Captain, if you'd like, I would be happy to teach you a good way to clear your head. Clear my head, you say? Indeed, still. I'd like to keep this off the record. I would like you to keep this off the record. About a fight? This will be a one-round duel. Both arts and items may be used. This was what you had in mind. Can't say I feel especially confident about my chances of defeating a warrior of the famed Vander family, but I'll certainly try. There's no need to be so modest. Well, Captain, let us begin. I don't have my buff. I've just noticed. What do we got? 16k, no elemental, anything. No seal. Am I expected to win this one?
This is bad.
I wonder if winning that one's doable, because felt like my stats were fixed. Ugh, I knew you'd be formidable, but not quite like this. Maybe her Impede Craft does a lot more damage? Captain, may I ask something? What did you lose by being defeated? I'm not sure I understand. Easiest way to determine the true worth of something is to imagine how things would be if you were to lose it. When you do that, you start seeing things for how they really are beyond simple logic. Imagine you were to vanish from the world, and yet you still possess the ability to think. Would there be anything left lingering on your mind, anything that worried you, something that you wished you could do? So, that is what you should do most. Those are excellent questions, Major. Highness, I think I finally know what to do. Cannot thank you enough. Thanks to you, I can finally see the path I ought to take. Be sure to take all you've taught me today to heart. Just don't assume I thought any of what I said today or done today myself. I often would cross swords with my uncle to clear away frustrations from having to deal with my own insufferable charge. Well, it's probably about time I thought about returning to Erebonia. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm feeling the hint of concern for his well-being. Only a hint. Please give my regards to the prince when you see him then. I shall. And give mine to Princess Claudia as well. It was at that moment that I made a decision in my heart. Do all I could to support Her Highness, this nation's future queen. But to that end, I also resolved to accept whatever promotions I receive. No doubt the further I moved up the ranks, the more my chances to actually meet with her would decrease. Even if we can't meet in person, even if I have to do it from afar, I want to be able to support her. Perhaps this decision is a selfish one, but I do hope you can forgive me for making it, Your Highness. I feel somewhat reluctant to disturb Her Majesty while she's busy working, but... Is that you, Julia? Your Highness, Sieg? How come you're back here already? Oh, did you think I was still over at the villa? I expected to be too, but there weren't many people there today, so I was able to leave earlier than expected. Ah, I see. I'm just as surprised to see you here, actually. I thought you'd been given a day off today. Oh, you knew? Indeed, I had. I ended up running into a friend I don't have many opportunities to spend time with. The time we spent together simply flew by. I owe my deepest thanks to Her Majesty for giving me the opportunity. Happy to hear that. Julia? I realize this may feel a little out of nowhere, but I wanted to thank you for always supporting me. Goodness, that is out of nowhere. But it's something I should have done ages ago. I can't believe it's taken me this long to state the obvious. Everything my parents would otherwise have taught me, you ended up doing in their place. How to fight, how to act, how to think. It's like I'm only now starting to realize just how much of what makes me myself are all things I've learned from you. I feel like I've grown up always seeing you as a role model. I remember grandmother laughing at me at one point about how similar I am to you too. Even in the little things, like how I walk and move, she says I'm just like you. Julia? Something the matter? No. All this time I really have been right by her side. I spent all this time worrying because I couldn't see her by mine, but as far as she was concerned, I was always there. I truly am beyond help. Chloe, may I say something? I don't believe I'll be able to wait upon you as I always have any longer. But even now, I wish to do all I can to protect and support you. I wish to continue being your retainer, your friend, And your sister as well. So please, try not to overexert yourself during my absence. Even if I'm not able to be near you all the time, I still want you to know that you can always call upon me if you need me. Yeah. Of course I will. Although I can't promise I won't find myself unintentionally taking advantage of your kindness when I do. I'm always happy to have you to depend on. I'll always be glad you feel that way. Even this one is still 30 minutes and it wasn't a moon door. That afternoon, they were able to enjoy a few relaxing cups of tea together. Despite her initial resistance, Julia's day off proved to be much more enjoyable than she had expected. And it seemed inevitable that the fragrance of the tea that she drank that day would remain in her memories forever. Julia's day off finished. Receive Septium Vein. 3,000 Mira. Right, that's why I want to do these things. Orbment. You don't have a slot, you don't have a slot, you don't have a slot. You do have a slot. You're gonna get... You are going to get Septium Vein for now. Crap. I got too used to SC where enemies couldn't see me. Because of whatchamacallit.
Let's end this.
Because of, Haze? Was that the one? Was that the ability? I think it was Haze. Regardless of what it was, enemies... I was invisible to enemies, and I got very used to that in SC. Ender, I will sub you right back out for Tita if you keep that missing shit up. We even have extra dexterity from having Tita as our thing. Okay, that somehow wasn't a, surprise attack. Which I'm not gonna complain, but I'm a little surprised.
That was the sword of Ven.
Okay, let's go check out this landing port. Oh, did I go inside the History Museum? I don't think I did. Surely there's a chest or something in here. There's some placards. That's not loot or a door or anything. So it seems there's only lore available in the museum. Okay, let's be careful. Yeah.
Let's end this.
You have an impede.
No way!
You have an impede and it doesn't do damage, I see. That's why it does two things. Because it doesn't do any...
Goddess.
Why is it always gotta be her? Fucking hell.
That was the sword of...
Why does it always need to be Reese? It's like if you're gonna insta-kill somebody, have it be somebody else. Oh, that's not back up. Oh, can I rest at this thing for free? Oh, I can rest at that for free. It's just the CP. Is there a sun door in the... No. Well, I guess we'll go to this one. It should be in the Fisherman's Guilds. Stop freaking insta-killing Reese. Okay, so I can heal for... Okay, we need to find Eagle Eye somewhere. Now we don't even have the enemy that can insta-kill.
That was the sword of Vander.
For some reason, I thought the stones would have worked like an inn, and that I'd have to
Justice must always prevail.
pay to rest at them, but... No, not quite. I'm gonna lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
I've worked up an app.
Through this entire series playthrough, that's the one mechanic I said I would straight up remove. Just getting surprise attacked by enemies bumping into your third and fourth party members. Anyways. No more being salty. Oh wait, you have death. I don't know how I feel about that one. I guess it's never gonna happen in a boss fight, probably?
That was the sword of Vander.
So I guess it's not too big of a deal. Still a little goofy. Okay, there's nothing... There's nothing here.
Justice must always prevail.
Alright, Reese levels.
Upon the golden wings of saddle.
That should kill those two. To make extra certain that I didn't accidentally push the enemy, that like nothing I was doing was accidentally pushing the enemy onto the death turn. How nice of you to show your face again. Oops. I meant to just attack.
Justice
There we go.
must always prevail.
There we go, Vander's leveled. I can go... Not that way. I can probably come from the south, though. No loot. There's a chest in here. 15 out of 36. Buildings, furniture, instruments, wedding rings, no matter the job, he carved each and every piece handsomely, and each one showed more heart than the last. Hey, my eyes are up here. Yeah, but your loot was down there. There's nothing in here. Have I never tried to go into the other sewers? I assume I can't.
That was the sword of Ven.
Oh, we can vanish an enemy. Yeah, that's what I assumed was gonna happen. Alright, let's check out Liberl News. Is there a door up here? No. There is a Black Bangle Plus. Early concepts had Joshua as the protagonist, while Estelle had Joshua's role. Over time, however, the team believed it made more sense if the roles were switched. I'm just going to assume that's true. You try coming up with hundreds of these across 3 games. 7 out of 12. Each time Hideko reflected on these events, feelings of remorse would wash over her. Only I'd had the courage to refuse that door-to-door bargain all those years ago. Oh, there's also the port. And some Sepith. Check out the cathedral. 35 out of 36. So, the sun began cautiously. What would you say if I told you I was thinking of selling Grandpa's shop? Door is locked. Well, just that chest. Wait, no, is this? Aha! I was wrong. Found a stun gun. I mean, 2 games full of these cheesy phrases wasn't enough. No, there were some good ones. Those who have not proven themselves in battle are not worthy of stepping inside. Should you wish to be deemed worthy, struggle through 100 battles. Does that mean every character has to go through 100 battles? Or like every character in the party? Or just... I mean, like, each person in the party has to do 100 battles, or just this file needs to do 100 battles? I would assume it's the latter. But it could be each character as well. What? What is the Bobcat doing in a place like this? You recognize this ship? It's owned by the Sky Bandits who managed to make their way onto that flying city just like us. I hear they've put a stop to the whole bandit business now, though. After all the trouble on the Liber Ark, Her Majesty extended all of them a royal pardon for their actions. I hear they are currently using their airship to operate a courier business, in fact. Huh, that's cool. I see. Still, why would it be here? Well, it's not impossible that they came to Grancel to deliver some sort of letter or parcel. The best way to find that answer is to look inside and see what we find. Well, I think what we're going to find is a sealing stone. What we're going to find actually is that the door is locked. Oh, that sucks. Might be someone in here, too. Should we try breaking it down? Hack away. Wait, no, I was joking. At least let us try to see if we can unlock it by some other means before skipping to our last resort. Given that it's an airship store, I imagine it must be fairly sturdy. It would probably take a significant amount of force to break through it. Naturally, I was also joking. A little fibber. Okay, now we've saved this poor door's life, let's look around for a key to open it. Until then, we're just gonna have to leave it. Long Barrel 2. 18 at 36. The shop and its contents was now his to do with as he pleased. As far as he was concerned, he would be a happier man if he never had to experience the nauseating smell of freshly cut wood ever again. Freshly cut wood... I want to say it smells like toast or something. Or like buttery toast. I took woodworking at school in grade 8. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'm pretty sure it smelled like actually good. 19 out of 36. His wife, however, disagreed. She was never one to keep quiet, a trait of hers he normally adored, and tonight she was no different than usual as she voiced her concerns over dinner. Let's just chuck soul blurs all over the place. One of these will surely disable him. Yep. Oh, and then Julia gets death.
For the sake of my master.
I don't think I needed the death, but, like, we got it. Stupid enemies. Well, this is what S-Crafts are for. Speed the hell up out of these fights.
My thanks to you.
When I am rudely approached. Thought there'd be one there. 4 to 12. Hey Hideko, nice to see you again. Would you like me to show you what I've got today? Hideko had always been a little bit attracted to Sato, so her answer was unsurprising. If I remember rightly, this is the warehouse the tank was hidden in. This is my first time seeing the inside, though. It's currently being rented out by a new owner, as far as I'm aware. Naturally, they've been given a thorough background checking this time. Oh, right. Probably for the best after what went down before. Kevin. What a mess. Now we're up against ghosts? We're going to attack. Weak to wind. Okay. I see what the problem is going to be. I see what many of the problems are going to be. Oh, but Kevin gets to go immediately. Doesn't quite do enough damage. Well, that'll force at least one of them to attack her. It's like, I assume Oh, did I just get really unlucky in the first turn? I just assumed I'm up against Ghost, my first attack miss. Oh, well, what the hell? Maybe Vander just sucks. Vander, you missed all of your attacks. You made me think... 135 blue. You made me think I just couldn't hit the ghosts. Bobcat's key. That be the key to the airship? Can't think of anything else it'd be good for. What's it doing here, though? Solve one mystery and find 2 more right around the corner. Still, at least now we should be able to get inside that ship. Yeah, let's make our way back. Favorite character is Chester from Eats, The Oath in Falgena. Can't say I've played that one. I've only played Ease. I've only played Ease 8, The Lacrimosa of Donna. That was a very good game. But there was no Chester in it.
For the sake of my master.
Who just leveled? Was that Kevin? Looks like it was Kevin. "33 out of 36. Her candor had won over everyone she met. She may have been an unusual sort, but she had won over both peers and elders alike. She was a source of pride for her parents, and that would never, ever change." I am so lost with that story. Chosen the Sky the Third was delayed for 5 years to come up with more treasure chest phrases. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure that one is just a joke.
Let's end this.
I do not believe there were 5 years in between the second chapter and the third.
That worked up my appetite.
It looks like once we get through this area, we will have done a loop of that. Hop onto the Bobcat. Door was unlocked. Hey, that looks like another stone. It's hard to see from here, but it could very well be. Should I go up and get it? Nah, I'll go just to be sure. You guys wait down here for me. Found sealing stone. So this is what those sealing stones look like? Wonder whether it being here means what I think it does. Well, we'll soon find out. Let's get it back to the base. Just hoping that releasing whoever's inside it'll make it something happen in the city too. That sounds wise. So I can only assume that it's Josette. I guess it's not impossible that it's Joshua either. But I think Josette is by far the most likely. Let's heal up. Actually, don't think I had to do that. I think unleashing a sealing stone would heal. All right, let's do it. Show me Josette. So it's the girl, is it? Sure looks like it. It was down to either her or one of her brothers. It's Josette. Kyle? Dawn? What happened? Huh? It's been quite some time, young lady. Huh, that logo on your visor is your new courier service then. What kind of dream is this? This is so lame. If I have to dream about people from Liberl, can't Joshua be in it? What do I care about having some phony priest or that military nut? Heh, you're still so very charming. I'll have you know my credentials are totally for real, thank you very much. Stop talking all this crap already. Just tell me where you've hidden my brothers so I can go and rescue them. How are we supposed to explain anything if you won't listen to us? All of us are trapped inside this strange place just like you. How could we know where your brothers are? And you expect me to just buy that hook, line, and sinker? I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out there's something weird going on. It wasn't even that long ago that we were all flying over Crossbell and the Bobcat together. So that was what you were doing when you were surrounded by that white light. Yeah, that's right. Wait, how do you know about the light? So your situation is nearly the same as my own then. Save for the fact that you're in Crossbell. Still, Crossbell's not that far from Liberl on the map, right? It's the state between Erebonia and Calvert, isn't it? That's the one. If you took an international liner, you could be there in about an hour. It's worth noting for sure. Hello! I'm standing right here, guys. Actually, forget it. I'm going back to the Bobcat. I've got no reason to hang out with you guys. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Just so you're aware, Gransel is no longer the city you once knew. There's no telling when your ship will be overrun by fiends. You still sure you want to try acting alone? Well... If we can't change your mind, we'll at least escort you back, but I wouldn't recommend it. Not until we've got a better idea of what kind of situation we're even in here. It's not like we've never worked together before, right? Okay, I get it. My head's practically spinning with all that's going on, so I'm not sure what I should be doing right now. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to stick with you until we find Kyle and Dawn. Good. We'd feel better if you did. But if you guys think I'm gonna owe you one, you've got another thing coming. I'm gonna stick around, I'm gonna be doing my part, so anytime you need something, I'm your girl. A noble enough sentiment. Just make sure you don't end up holding us back in your attempts to be of assistance. You mind your own business. Seems to be more dutiful than I was expecting. He's a good person at heart, really. Oh yeah, I don't think I touched Mueller. Oh no, I did just Septium Vein. Here, we'll leave this for now. Yeah, we can check out everyone's equipment here. 891, that's because you got a weak-ass gun. And I can't get you a better one yet. I assume the arena probably has a better gun. Oh yeah, let's check out this better gun. Ooh, 400. That's an extra 100. I was about to wonder if he's got two-handed swords, if Agate's still going to be in the game, but no, that's probably fine, because I'm pretty sure Olivier's in this game, and he uses the same weapon type as Josette. Alright, we'll figure what we're doing tomorrow. I know I have a Star Door, Moon Door, Sun Door. I know I have a door that's asking for Josette, the one girl in the band of bandits or something. I don't know. I forget exactly what it said. But we made some more progress today. Explored Gransel, got a Sun Door, got 3 more characters. Cruising through this game. That 850 is a fucking lie. I have played this game for I've played this game for less than 7 hours. That's absolutely for sure. So I stream for about 3 hours and 45 minutes. And then I can stop recording. I'm not wasting hard drive space. I've streamed for 3 hours and 45 minutes and 3 hours. So this turbo function is really, jacking up my playtime when it maybe shouldn't be. Regardless, thank you everybody for hanging out. Let's see, it is Wednesday today. I may or may not have plans on Saturday. I'm still not actually sure yet, so depending on what happens then, I may have to delay that stream until Sunday. So, we'll find out when we find out, but yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out as always, and we'll look forward to seeing you on either Saturday or Sunday when we continue this. So have a good night.